Why the hell does WWE make things so freaking predictable? Seriously, man. Gosh, put some surprise into your pay-per-views, for crying out loud. But all in all, WWE Fastlane was a good pay-per-view, okay? I'll say that now. It was a good pay-per-view. But it was so predictable. You could see everything coming weeks in advance. Like, I remember back in the day where you couldn't even imagine things the way that they would turn out. Like, for example, Chris Jericho winning the Undisputed Championship. You never thought that would happen. But now, you can look at storylines and you can literally predict every single thing that happens. But anyway, I'm Sam, welcome to Bozzy TV, and this is my review for the 2016 Fastlane. Now we're going to start off with kickoff, which was match for the United States Championship, and it was a 2 out of 3 falls match between Kalisto and Del Rio. Now this match was very fast paced. The first pinfall went to Kalisto after Del Rio smacked him with a chair and got disqualification. But straight after that, pretty much 2 minutes after that, Del Rio got the next pin by doing a tree of woe off the top turnbuckle and basically pinning Kalisto for the second pin. Then the third pin came when Kalisto basically rolled Del Rio up, and that was the match. Now, getting into the main card, and you could just... It was too predictable, to be honest. And now Sasha and Becky Lynch, forgetting my lines here. Sasha and Becky Lynch coming into the ring with Naomi and Tamina to have like a Divas tag match. Now, I could see this coming all the time. They're wanting to really boost Sasha and Becky Lynch up before WrestleMania. I believe that WrestleMania is going to be a triple threat match for the Divas title, but we'll know in the coming weeks. Now, it was just it was a good match, all in all. A lot of great spots by Naomi. Seriously, get a new finishing move. That finishing move is just lame, and it's like, I just don't understand it, where you throw your bum into a person and it knocks them out. What the flip? But all in all, Tamina did a great job as this big brute. But Sasha and Becky won the match and did it in style. And then we come up to the second match of the night, which was the Intercontinental Championship match. Now this was between Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. Now their match was amazing. It was... there were a few spots in there which weren't as good as what I thought they would be, but in the end it really came out to be quite a good match. Kevin Owens did eventually win the match with a clean pin, which is good for him, and that will just set him up for WrestleMania. I'm hoping that they will bring a new challenger to Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Hopefully it will be AJ Styles, but we'll see what happens. And then we get into the third match, which was the Wyatts versus the Titans. I don't know why they're calling Ryback, Big Show and Kane the Titans. They should call them the old fellas, because that's all they are. And what the flip is with Ryback's costume, man? He's going the trunks now, and he looks so awesome with his like colourful, like whatever he called it. But like, what are they doing? Are they trying to make a new Goldberg for the WWE? They didn't like it when people were chanting Goldberg, Goldberg every time he wrestled, but now they're making him look like the freaking Goldberg. I just don't get it. And to make matters worse, Wyatt didn't even have any effect in the match whatsoever. Like, you're trying to push this team. Why not get the leader of the team to be in the match instead of the 3 henchmen? You know what I mean? It just makes Wyatt look weak. But the match all in all was really good. Really good spots by Rowan and Braun and Harper. But in the end, the Titans, like they like to be called, won the match. And hopefully they'll rectify themselves tomorrow night at Raw. Hopefully that Brock Lesnar will be interrupted by the Wyatts in some way, and will set up a match for WrestleMania. And then we get into a match which a segment which I just thought was pathetic, was the Peep Show with the Cutting Edge with the New Day. They came out and it just was awful from the very beginning. Then the League of Nations came out. Why not bring Enzo and Colin out? Why not bring those guys out? Why don't bring Soft out? SAWFT, why not bring them out? Seriously, debut them then, so they could have their match at WrestleMania, win the World Tag Team titles, and take over the Tag Team division. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, this is what really gets on my nerves, is that WWE is looking over talent which would really bring great viewing to their product. Like, it's undeniably ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand it. Then we get the Divas title match. Basically, it was Charlotte versus Brie Bella. Now, this match was great. Brie Bella really brought out a lot of moves, taking moves from Nikki, taking moves from Daniel, her husband. Charlotte really brought the heel out. She is a Flair, of course, and she really did do the heel role really well. I really do see Charlotte as a really great heel in the Divas division. But it ended up with Charlotte winning by figure eight, which was understandable. And I can see now it's going to be Charlotte and either Becky Lynch and Sasha, which I really want to see. Or it's going to be either one of those against Charlotte at WrestleMania. Then we get to the match I was looking forward to, which was AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Now, these guys really took their spots right and really made that match great. It was the match of the night, I really see. A lot of back and forth. Chris Jericho got the Walls of Jericho onto AJ Styles. AJ Styles hit Jericho with the Styles Clash. Oh my goodness, it was a great match. In the end, Styles won the feud 2-1. Now it just sets him up for WrestleMania to hopefully to go and see Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. And if that does happen, I can't see AJ Styles losing that match. We then go into a weird part of the match, a weird part of the pay-per-view, where I think they were trying to set up time, bring time a little bit further on, and they brought out a stupid match where the freaking Social Outcasts, which consist of Bo Leave, or whatever his name is, Curtis Axel, flipping some other guy who I don't even really remotely care about, and Adam Rose, they all came out to the ring, and basically R-Truth came out following, and it was a singles match between Curtis Axel and R-Truth. Where's the storyline in this? Like, seriously, you're just trying to put up time so that your pay-per-view isn't as short as what it would have been if you didn't have that match in there. Like, seriously, it's absolutely pathetic. Anyway, Curtis Axel won the match because Goldust came by and interfered a bit with the Social Outcasts outside the ring, and it sort of got R-Truth off balance and rah 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 rah. Anyway, that's enough of that match. Blah, out the side. Now we get into the main event. And with this match, I actually wanted Dean Ambrose to win, and I said that Roman Reigns would win. So they start the match, and it's just Brock Lesnar destroying both of them. He would German suplex Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose would go out of the ring. It would just destroy Roman Reigns. Go back outside the ring, give Dean Ambrose another German suplex. I think he gave Roman Reigns about 7 or 8 German suplexes. I don't understand how Roman was standing after that. Then he went to go and give him an F5, didn't get it out, and then, my goodness, it was just crazy, the first part of the match. Then they got Brock Lesnar outside the ring, and Dean gave him a low blow, and they got him through a table with a double powerbomb, which then set up Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns one-on-one in the ring, and they battled it out. Then Brock Lesnar started getting up again, so they powerbombed him through another table, and then they started at it again. Then Roman Reigns went to give Dean Ambrose a powerbomb. Out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar comes in the ring, German suplexes them both. Then Dean Ambrose goes out the ring, grabs a steel chair, starts smashing everyone with steel chairs, and then Roman Reigns spears Dean Ambrose and wins the match. What the flip is WWE doing? The point of the matter is, I want Roman Reigns to be heel. He needs to be heel. He needs to go into WrestleMania as a heel. People are hating the fact that Roman Reigns is this goody-goody two-shoes who always smiles, can't do a promo to save his life, and is in Vince's pocket. Come on, man. Like, this is exactly where John Cena is at the moment. He needs to turn heel. Roman Reigns needs to turn heel going in or coming out of WrestleMania. It has to happen. There's no ifs or buts about it. He has to become heel. So Roman Reigns won the match and is now going on to face Triple H at WrestleMania. So we now know the main event for WrestleMania, which is Triple H versus Roman Reigns. The end of Fastlane ended with Triple H coming out, and they did the normal stare, holding up the title in front of the WrestleMania sign. And to be honest, we all knew it was coming. We all knew that Roman Reigns was going to verse Triple H at WrestleMania. So yeah, for me, this whole pay-per-view, I would score it about 7 out of 10. Anyway, like always, subscribe for more content. Twitter and Instagram links are in the description. And always remember, keep smiling.